Good morning, welcome to another reading vlog. It's the 10th of December. It's super sunny and clear right now, which means that it's probably super cold outside. And I'm making breakfast. I haven't left the apartment in like 3 days because I've been so busy. So I'm going to go on a walk and hopefully read today. That's the plan. I have two books that I'm reading currently, The Faithful Executioner and Frankenstein, and I really need to get to them. So I've had an idea to do like a Christmas cover and post it on my YouTube for a while, and I have a song in mind. It's going to be a Taylor Swift cover. I've been researching, or at least looking into all the like copyright stuff several times before that I've done covers for my vlogs. I received copyright claims, which I kind of expected, but there are several songs that never got claimed, which I think is interesting. I've done several covers of Taylor Swift on my channel, and none of her songs have ever been claimed, which I find interesting. Which also bodes well for this. And I'm going to try and record the piano part right now. For some reason I can't record the voice and piano at the same time, so I'm gonna do this instead. Okay, so after 5,000 takes, I finally recorded the video with me singing the song. And the thing is that it's never going to be perfect, and I know it's never going to be perfect. It's a matter of finding that balance of how imperfect are you willing the product to be. And I mean, there are so many parts in it that I'm just cringing, which I know that most people don't notice, and thank God for that. But if you're someone who notices the things, just know that I notice them too. I hear them, but doing one take, like full song in one take, is always hard. And it's already dark. It's like 6 p.m. This is taking me so long. Covers always take forever to make, even though it seems like such an easy thing. But yeah, I'm glad I did it. Now I'm just going to try and match the video to the audio, and yeah, then I will maybe read today. I created this very lovely atmosphere to make it very Christmassy. Change of plans. I've decided to work out before dinner because after dinner I'm definitely not working out. So I'm gonna eat now, take a shower, and then read. Wow, reading is just not happening today. Good afternoon. I've been working and now I'm going to make lunch, which will be an interesting endeavor, seeing that we have nothing to eat, but I'll think of something. I read a little bit more of Frankenstein last night and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really liking the writing style. I was a little apprehensive about starting it because whenever I feel like I take a break from classics and I go back, I'm always expecting that little moment of, you know, having to get used to a different pace, with more, you know, descriptions and slower pace. But no, it's very readable. It's very interesting. I did not expect Frankenstein to begin in Russia, though, I have to say. Also, this morning, Taylor Swift dropped yet another surprise album of the year, Evermore, and I've been listening to it all morning. I'm going song by song because that's all I can handle right now. So I have like 7 more songs to listen to, and I'm excited. My favorite one so far is definitely Tolerated, or 'Tis the Damn Season, but Tolerated is so beautiful. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Hello, it's past midnight. I'm about to go to bed. I just finished editing my gift guide video and it's uploading right now. I've also been busy writing a song, and I tried recording a part of it to not lose it. And I've been reading. I'm at like 100 pages of Frankenstein and I'm really enjoying it. Victor Frankenstein is such a tool. Anyway, tomorrow is Saturday. Good night. Just casually strolling on the lake, hoping not to fall. People are ice skating and playing hockey. Разве? Вообще не вижу ничего. Видишь меня? Вижу тебя. So we're getting groceries and I wanted to show you, we dress up, well, the kids dress up for the new year, and there are all these costumes. We don't do this on Halloween, but as soon as the holidays roll around, all these different costumes for the kids. Good morning, it's Sunday and I have like 50 pages left of Frankenstein, and we're going to the dentist today, and then we are decorating the tree at our parents', so it's a busy day, but I do plan to finish the book today. I do have thoughts and they were hard to put into words, but I just wrote my morning pages and I tried to say the things that I felt the best way that I could. Overall, I mean, I definitely see why people love Frankenstein so much. It has so much awesome commentary on, you know, the human condition, and you know, you follow Victor and you're in his head, you know, he's telling the story. So you know his reasoning and his logic and everything. We also all are blatantly aware of how wrong his logic is, and the things that he perceives as, you know, sensible reasoning is just, you know, behavior that stemmed from fear, and like he truly believes himself. And that's like I feel like a good reminder of that. A lot of people who do things that are cruel towards other people, a lot of the times their intention is not to create suffering. They see like the greater good in what they do, and it's all justified in their heads, so they don't see themselves as the monster. Here's what I wrote. The poor creature makes so many excellent points on the nature of evil, and I wish Victor had a little wider of a view than just himself to actually hear him. But then again, I remember Victor is like 20, so it makes sense that he's so far up his own ass. He sees the world only as far as it relates to him. Yeah, so you follow this person and you see the things that he does, and you hopefully realize how wrong wrong his actions are, and he's just not a good guy. But because you read it from his perspective, he doesn't get that he's the bad guy. and I really like that. And just like that, Sunday is almost over. I survived the dentist, and then we went to our parents and helped decorate the tree. We don't do a tree in our apartment because it's a long story. I don't want to go into it, but we don't celebrate Christmas, we celebrate the New Year. That's just universally what is done in Russia. The big celebration is the New Year, not Christmas, and Christmas anyway is in January in the Russian Orthodox Church. Anyway, so because we celebrate New Year's with our parents, we just do the one tree in their apartment, so it's just easier than doing 2 trees, and it looks beautiful. I did manage to finish Frankenstein today, and I loved it so much. I kept, thinking about it all day. I wrote 3 things down when I finished the book, sort of like 3 thoughts that I wanted to mention in the vlog. There's so many interesting themes that we encounter in the book, and the ones that I just kept coming back to are the fact that once you label someone bad, first of all, that's all you see. And I feel like when Victor initially named his creature the enemy, he named him the monster, it sort of freed him from any kind of curiosity of, why does this creature do the things that he does? What drives those actions, and how can he potentially influence the creature to behave differently or do something else? There was never like a conversation. It was just, you are bad. And another thing that does is, when you tell someone you are bad, you are evil, that's what they will be. It is very plainly shown in the book how, the evolution of the creature, I'm gonna call him the creature, I don't know what to call him, the evolution of him, how filled with love and affection, as any human being, he was driven by, the desire to be loved and to be seen. And then how his interaction with the world made him who he is, made him a murderer, made him the evil monster. And human beings, we're so complex. We're not born good or bad, and it's not something that you're born with. At least I don't think so. I feel like all our actions and behaviors, yes, they are obviously based on our character and whatever is inside of us, but it's also very greatly influenced by our upbringing, by the things that we learn, by the people we encounter, and the situations that we're in. And the world at large has a much bigger influence on what I do than just who I am as a person. Does that make sense? If thinking of the creature as a child, obviously when he was created he wasn't a child in the way that we understand it, but in that evolution, if you think about children, as children we again want attention, we want to be seen, we want to be heard, we want to be loved, we want attention. Whatever we need to do to get attention when we are children, that creates sort of a blueprint of how we will be behaving our whole life. I'm currently editing this vlog, and it pains me how difficult it was for me to say the next point, so I'm just gonna say now in a shorter version because there's a lot of basically what I'm trying to say is that the only person who is willing to talk to the creature is Frankenstein, because every other person he tried to approach, they were scared, they ran away, or they construed that as an attack. So the only person that he's ever talked to is Frankenstein. And so, and also he does regard Frankenstein as his like lord and master. So if he wants any kind of human interaction and attention, it would be from Frankenstein. And Frankenstein is not willing to spend any time with him. He doesn't care about the creature. He wants the creature to be gone and not bother him ever again, because it's like a reminder of the terrible thing that he did. But killing someone who is close to Frankenstein does get him attention. It gets an emotional reaction, and to me that is so plainly like why he became a murderer, and he kept doing these things because it was his only way to have like any sort of human connection and interaction with another human. I'm like spoiling this left and right, I'm sorry. But like in the end, when they're sort of chasing each other, to me that very much read as a very twisted sort of friendship that the creature found, because he has a purpose, he's doing something, and his actions reflect back in another human being and has another emotional reaction, and sort of like it's a kind of way to have a relationship. It's a way for him to live outside of his own body and mind. So, and like the only way to do that is to do something bad. So I definitely see how he became the monster, and that was the point that I was trying to make. Yeah, so I definitely understand why people adore this, and I definitely recommend it. It's very short. It's like 220 pages long, and it reads so easily, and it has great points. Anyway, I'm going to finish my vlog here. I do want to again mention that in January I have 2 buddy reads coming, and I invite you to join us. So there's the Faithful Executioner buddy read that I'm doing with Tara, and Rosie has joined us. So join us in our discussion. That is a book about a professional torturer and executioner who lived in the 16th century. It's based on his journals. It's very interesting. I actually already started it, and I mean, I enjoy history, and there's a lot about at least in the beginning of, you know, what is life like 1570. It's very interesting. I'm really enjoying it. And yes, that's happening in January. We're not yet sure on the date, but we will discuss it all together, so you can join us in that discussion of the date. And then the second buddy read I'm doing in January as well is for the book I, Claudius, and I'm doing it with John from Hey Y'all Listen Up. It's about the life of the Roman Emperor Claudius, who, as many emperors, was murdered, and it's supposed to be incredible. It's a very popular book. I think for John it's a reread, so it's going to be an interesting discussion. So join us if you want. Message me, I'll add you to all the group chats. Yeah, this is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.